Hello everyone, it's me, Cici, and most mornings you will not catch me getting out of bed until it is 10 minutes before I have to go to work. But that all changes right now. For the past 5 days, I have been incorporating small habits into my morning routine that take less than 5 minutes each to help set me up for the day ahead. Now I know, this sounds a little bit iffy, like what habits could possibly be done in less than 5 minutes every morning that could help you throughout the day? Well, technically not all of them are less than 5 minutes because the first one is getting 10 minutes of sunlight every morning. But the last two are eating and drinking a sip of water every morning and taking a 1-minute cold shower every day. Woe is me, I have to take a cold shower every morning. Whatever shall I do? My goal throughout this week was to see if by incorporating these 3 small habits into my morning routine, I could A, stick to it consistently, and B, feel better throughout the day.
Good morning from me and Mimi over here. I don't want to get up, but I have to if I want to be on time for work. I woke up in the middle of the night last night and I had a hard time getting back to sleep. Mimi just yawned. She's got a good point. Do it for the vlog.
But wait, YouTubing! Look, I'm not gonna ask you to like, comment, or subscribe, but I am going to ask you to stick around until the end of the video as it does help boost my video. And then, if at the end of the video you did like it or you did have anything to say, please feel free to do so down below. It's time for the cold shower. It's just 1 minute. It's just 1 minute. Ah! Oh my god. No. Oh my god. Oh, I did not like that at all. Note to self, start with lukewarm water and then transition to colder water as you feel ready. That being said, I do feel a lot more calm now. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so I did not get my 10 minutes of sun before work this morning. So I'm taking a walk to the gym along the road, but there is a sidewalk. Observe sidewalk. And then I'm gonna do more walking at the gym because I want to get my 10K steps in. And then I'm gonna do some strength training, and then I'm gonna do some stretching. And oh my god, everybody's so loud. And hopefully I won't be late to my next class. So we're pausing on a bit of day 1. I did all of my things in the morning. I feel generally better than usual. I still feel like I'm crashing out a little bit, but I do have to go back to work after this. So I'm just taking a second to just like do nothing. I also didn't get a proper lunch break now that I'm thinking about it because I went to the gym during my lunch break. So this is my break now. I still have a few hours of work left that I have to go back out for, but I'm just taking like 10-15 minutes now to just like eat stuff. I've got a donut. I've got some sloppy ragolinaise, which is kind of like bolognese, but you can put it on like anything. And we are just chilling. That is what I need right now. Now, each of these different habits that I've picked out actually serve different purposes neurologically and biologically. First of all, in the morning when you wake up, your body releases extra cortisol to signal to you that it is time to get up, kind of to shock you out of sleep. To combat this, it is recommended that you eat breakfast approximately an hour after waking up. Getting at least 10 minutes of daylight every morning can also help regulate your circadian rhythm and help you sleep better at night. The final habit of taking a cold shower every morning actually spikes adrenaline, which you might be a little bit hesitant about. Whoa, hold on. What do you mean we're spiking adrenaline? Well, one of the precursors to adrenaline is actually dopamine. So when you take a cold shower in the morning, your body also releases adrenaline. And this type of dopamine hit, from what I've seen, is more sustained than the type of dopamine hit that you would get from, let's say, scrolling on your phone.
Good morning, everyone. We are at the start of day 2. We just have one very small problem. Today is the start of day 3. Which means I get to sleep in and enjoy my time with sweet girl this morning. So pretty, so happy, so purr. Mind all the noise of the tank and the traffic and someone downstairs hammering something into the wall, I guess. I'm realizing I should probably be more intentional with my choice of granola bar, because this feels like essentially a chocolate bar that happens to have granola in it. Generally speaking, I am feeling a bit more calm. I did wake up in the middle of the night anxious yesterday, but I also had a long day at work yesterday. I just felt knackered at the end of the day. I felt like I had made the most of my time, and I've got another long day at work today coming up, but I've got around about an hour and a half at home, so I get to hang out with Mimi and sit in the sun and do my journaling and maybe watch another inspiring YouTube video. I saw a YouTube video the other day. She started in a narrower aspect ratio, and although I don't think my camcorder records footage in that aspect ratio, I still wanted to record with like the older camcorder and experiment with different film styles. So yeah.
And I have like extra dogs sitting over here.
Set a timer for 1 minute. Okay.
So by around about day 3, I was starting to slip on a couple of things. For the first 3 days, I was relatively consistent, and the results showed that. For the first few hours of the morning, I found myself more relaxed, focused, and energized than I had when I wasn't doing these habits. That being said, when it is winter in New England, it is very hard to get both 10 minutes of sunlight in the morning and also to wake up and take a cold shower. Why am I putting myself through this? I know I am putting myself through this. It's because I feel good after taking a cold shower, but during the cold shower, oh my god, it's horrible. And on sunny mornings, I do like to sit in my little chair and read a little book or do a little bit of journaling and get my 10 minutes of vitamin D in, but some days it's cloudy. So that was all holding me back from actually doing these habits every day. However, I have officially gotten into the habit of eating something every morning, which is not something that I did before.
On day 5, for me and Mimi. I don't want to get up. I could not fall asleep last night, and so I was up until like 12:30 a.m. No, probably like 1 in the morning. But alas, I have work. Despite the perils, we persevere. Observe. 1 minute, easy breakfast. Egg. Plate because no dishes. That's so exciting, chat. Oh my god, we're 30 seconds in. Le pont. Boom. Granola bar. I want to try the new ones. These are from Kodiak. Breakfast. There it is. Breakfast of champions. Is it the breakfast of a toddler as well? Yes, but that, my dear friends, is the breakfast of a low maintenance, dopamine deficient champion. I got my meds in my hand right here. Pop them in. Good stuff. I am not going to take the cold shower this morning just because I want to be on time for work. I would rather be on time for work than take a cold shower. And I have a break in between my first shift and my second shift. It's like a couple of hours, so I'm going to take my cold shower there, wolf down my breakfast, and hopefully I'll actually be on time for work today and not just like a speed R on time. That's crazy. I was not on time. I was 15 minutes late, but no babies died, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up.
Now that we have seen everything that has happened over the course of the past 5 days, let's check our criteria from the beginning one more time to see if we actually completed it. First criteria, I was able to keep up with these habits consistently across the 5 days. No. Now, I wasn't expecting myself to keep up with these habits every single day like clockwork. As much as I admire the resiliency of human beings, another fatal flaw of theirs is their inconsistency. And I, especially, am very inconsistent. But honestly, the fact that I am now able to wake up consistently at 7 a.m., have a nice relaxing morning, and I remember to eat things and drink water and actually take my meds every morning, that's mind-blowing. And hopefully in the future I can continue working on incorporating these habits into my everyday routine so that I can feel better in the long run. Which leads to the second question, did I actually feel better in the long run? And the answer, I'm gonna say yes. Now, I wouldn't call it mind-blowing or life-changing, but the calm I felt in the morning going into work, even though I knew it was going to be difficult, made everything so much easier. Any anxious thoughts were quelled, which allowed me to work more effectively. I didn't want to bite anybody's heads off. That was a beautiful thing and is absolutely worth striving towards in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to like it down below. Comment some of your morning habits or any little morning adventures that you like to go on. I would love to hear about them. And subscribe to see more of my lovely face. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!